The forecast showed 9 million boxes of Cosmic Crisp coming in the next few years, and without a doubt that's going to be a huge amount of fruit to market. And I think that the benefit of Cosmic Crisp is that it can store a long time, and so as we think about these numbers, we have to understand we have to market it over a 6 to 10 month window, and the variety tastes great in the 10th month, and so that's a real advantage that we have with this variety to leverage its storability as we ramp up those numbers to that 9 million potential. So Cosmic Crisp out of hand is a great eating apple, and some of the other natural attributes of the variety is that it's non-browning. And so we've already seen some research being done on the slicing opportunity of Cosmic Crisp, and I'm sure when we have apple varieties that don't turn brown, they also creates a very clear cider, and so I think there are multiple opportunities outside of the fresh experience. So the challenge with bringing 9 million boxes to market this early in the product life cycle is that there's really there's no other example that we can draw upon. This is sort of unprecedented by a factor of 10 in terms of other varieties that have been launched. And I think that it really comes down to is the consumer is going to decide whether or not 9 million boxes is possible. I think horticulturally, the growers of Washington State can create the fruit and do it in an effective way. It's just I think it'll come down to how do we get the distribution over the number of months, and how do we get literally every retailer in North America excited about this variety. Yeah, so the grade standards that we'll be looking at are going to be sort of twofold. Number one is how do we create a consistent opening experience of the box? So when you open the box, all the fruit looks relatively consistent, and that when it's on the shelf at the retailer, it looks appetizing and appealing. And so that's one of the attributes that we'll be focused on. The other area will be how do we make sure that we enforce consistent grade standards? And so that's something that's going to take a little more time that PVM and other industry leaders are going to be focused on.